All right, everybody, welcome back. I know it has been quite a while since I put up a video. I think I looked it up and it's been like 6 months. So this is actually me from the future telling you guys I found the SD card that had all the stuff leading up to the first start of my Honda K24A2 powered 88 Fiero. I thought that footage was gone forever. During the move, I was going through some stuff and boom, found an SD card, and I'm like, yeah, I know what card that is. So I'm gonna try to put together a video showing the first start of my K24A2 powered 88 Fiero. I'm working on that now. So this is me from the future saying enjoy the footage you're about to see, and we'll see you in a little bit. All right, thanks. All right, everybody, welcome back to what hopefully will be, well, I guess it'll be titled in the video description as to what's gonna happen. I am knocking out the last few things on the 88 to go for the first start. I haven't filmed a whole lot. Let me put on some light. I haven't filmed a whole lot because how many times have you seen me put the engine in and out of the car, things like that. I am buttoning up the last few things. Let me show you the engine bay. Everything is done in here except for fluids. But I got all the connections, at least 2 of the connections made here at the C500, which is for the water to air intercooler pump, and then the ground that goes to A2. All that's done in here. Everything's buttoned up. All the connections have been made engine side. So we think we got everything done here. All the grounds, power, everything should be done in the engine bay. Notice I said should. Okay, moving on to the inside of the car. I'm knocking out, let me get see. All right, I'm knocking out everything in here. I've already made the starter connection. As you can see here, I just tied it together. That's to check the fuel level. This one is for the fuel pump. This one is for the cooling fan. So what I have to do next is take this wire here, strip it back. These are the wires for my auxiliary sensors, which auxiliary sensors, which will be fuel pressure and oil pressure. Got to strip this back and then run these over to 5 volts, ground, sensor input, and then that's done. And then we're got to move on to the, which isn't sitting in here. We'll move on after that and do the connections for the wideband O2. We've got power, ground. Then we also have to make the connections for the calibration circuit for the wideband, which is basically a momentary button and an LED light. We're gonna get that done. And then all the ECU stuff will be done. And then we go over to the gauges, and I started wiring it up here. This is the auxiliary harness for the Fiero gauges that go up here, which is volts and oil pressure. We've got our ground, our 12 volts. Then that one is illumination, and then that plugs in. And the great thing about the gauges I'm using, we can daisy chain the gauges. So this one will do all of them, which is kind of nice. And then we'll have that set up. I got to do a little bit of wiring to get that momentary button and that LED in. I got to figure out where I want to put that, but that can get done last. Right now I need to get the ECU connection. So I'm going to get that done. I'm not going to film it. You can go whatever gauge of choice that you use, and it tells you how you need to wire it, so on and so forth. So let me get that wired in real quick, and we'll be that much closer to the first start. So let's get to work. All right, everybody, Garth is here. You know what that means. It's time to get the K-Swap 88 running. You ready to do this, Garth?
Yep.
All right, so what do we have to do?
Not catch on fire.
Plus?
Hook up battery, check oil pressure, check fuel pressure, check injectors, check ignition, check wiring.
Neutral safety switch.
Neutral safety switch.
Got to put in the battery. Because I got a new battery. Yeah. Oh, we got to add the air inlet temperature sensor.
And Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff.
Basically all the stuff we did on the Blur.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get to work. Dude, I cannot believe how expensive batteries are now.
Yeah, I just found out on my daughter's car. A battery the size of 4D batteries costs $169.
Isn't that crazy?
I'm thinking about powering our car with a flashlight. I could literally build lithium batteries cheaper than these lead acids.
Dude, this is a Walmart battery.
Yeah.
This was $94.
Yep.
Which is $60 to $70 cheaper than a parts store battery?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. All right, Garth. Did you find out why we weren't getting the switch 12 volt?
Yeah. We got blown fuse.
Now that, I'm gonna guess, is probably the old fuel pump circuit.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the one we're using to supply 12 volt switch to the 3 relays, right?
Yep. Please remind me again why I like working on Fieros.
You love it.
This is so much fun for 6'1".
Haven't they shrunk over the years, the cars?
And got lower too, I think.
All right, so we don't need to, what's the stock fuel pump?
20 amp.
20 amp, so we don't need that high.
Power it with 5.
5 amp.
Because all it's doing is ECU power.
Okay. All right, so what do you think of my work while you've been gone? With all the Deutsch connectors and stuff?
Well, you got everything done.
Yeah, is that Garth? I mean, it's not pretty. And it's still got to be reorganized once I get the shift cables. Is that the blown fuse? Yeah, I'll make sure I throw that one in the trash. But
your spares.
Thank you. So what do you think of all that? I mean, that's a lot for just me.
I really like those connectors.
They're not mil spec though.
No, I'm not a maggot.
They're really nice.
Yes.
I don't ever want to do them again though.
No, I'm
never
touching
ever
another
ever.
damn wiring harness like that again.
Nope.
That was 3 days of pain and suffering.
It was. So I've got everything labeled so that we know what they are in the future. And then see, I even labeled them up here. Look at there. We do have to run a 12 volt constant up here. These gauges require 12 volt constant. The pink with the black stripe is switched.
Okay.
12 volts. So we have to change that. Or the gauges will need to be reprogrammed every time I cycle the key.
Yeah, you can do that. All right. We still need fuel in the tank.
Yep. I need to hook the battery up.
And we need your computer.
Oh yeah, I gotta go grab that.
And we gotta hook that up to the Honda.
Yep.
And make sure all our sensors are working correctly.
Okay.
And we need to replace that air fuel, or the intake air temperature.
Okay. Let's get to that, and we'll see you in just a minute. All right, Garth, hit the key, and let's see what our fuel pressure is.
All right. Coming on. Loud noises.
All right, I can tell the oil pressure warning sounds going off. All right, static, it's showing 42 PSI.
Okay.
And that's just static though.
Yeah, and we got the oil pressure alarm. This is the one going off. We got a little over a half tank of gas in it now.
Okay, and let me plug in the water to air intercooler.
Yep,
pump.
12.5 volts.
All right, I heard it kick on.
All right, check the swirl tank. Make sure it isn't cavitating.
It's swirling.
Okay. We got 2 things left.
Neutral safety? You want
neutral safety and make sure it's in neutral.
Okay, I already checked it. It was in neutral just a minute ago.
And then we go for start.
All right, see if it'll start with just key, no clutch.
All right. If it starts accidentally, I'm shutting it right back off.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Can we verify that it's in neutral again? Just to be sure.
Yes, I literally just did that, but I will do it again.
I just don't want to go.
It can't go anywhere. There's no tires on it.
Wow.
Yes, it's in neutral.
It's a Fiero, and this is me.
It is neutral.
Okay. All right. We're going to go for a start without the clutch in.
Yep.
All right. Power's on. Going for start without clutch in.
Good.
Nothing.
All right, so what? Bump it and see if it wants to crank over?
Ignition check. We did the oil pressure check.
Yep.
We did the fuel pressure check. The injectors work with the spark plugs out. It is in neutral. The neutral safety switch actually works. I think we're ready to try to start it.
You want to start? Okay, you'll have to. Once you start it, I'll kick the get the gauges up. All right.
All right. But
are you done with your stupid cigarette so we can do this?
No,
the anticipation's killing me.
Yeah, I know.
I waited a week to do this.
Yeah.
Which shows incredible restraint on my part.
Yeah, we all know you have impulse control issues.
So, throw out the damn cigarette, because you don't want anything flammable around the Fiero, and let's start this bitch.
Hey, we don't want to ever mention the F word.
Hey, you're the one with open. Put it out.
No.
Put it out.
No.
I waited a whole week for this. I ain't waiting until you finish your damn cigarette, so let's go.
It is kind of funny to watch him try to wait.
You the one.
He's like a bad puppy.
Yeah.
Right now. He's like about to pee on.
Stop it, Garth. Let's go, or I'll do it without you. Fucking. I need better friends. Don't you walk away from me. Let's do this.
All right.
Oh boy, here we go.
Are you sure you got the right clutch master in this thing?
Yes, it works on Brian's. Except he don't have a twin disc. I do.
Yeah,
it's really heavy, isn't it?
That's
and it's not supposed to be that heavy because it's a twin disc.
It's a 40-pound clutch pedal.
Well, it is what it is. All right.
The truck has a smaller.
All right. So, see if this goes online. You got the key on?
Coming up on power.
And there goes the oil pressure warning. Any second now. Driver installed. Offline. All right, crank it. See what happens.
All right. Cranking. It fired.
No way that just did that.
It fired.
All right, fire this bitch. Oh, that's anticlimactic.
Yeah.
How did it fire than not? Oh, stinky smell. Gotta get the rest of that old gas out of there. All right, do it.
Try it again.
See the smoke? Boy, I'm gonna have to unplug that gauge here in a minute because that's driving me crazy. What if we unplug that gauge?
I gotta find oil pressure first.
Is it getting any oil pressure yet?
I haven't
when you're
seen
cranking
it yet. It might be an oil pressure switch that's causing it not to fire, but
oh!
we got oil pressure.
We got oil pressure?
Yeah, it came up. It was sitting at 40.
You can still smell it's got a little bit of that old gas from where I tested it for fuel leaks.
Yeah.
We just got to get that out.
And
after it runs for about 30 seconds, it should be.
Is on full now.
Is it really on full?
Yeah.
With only 4 gallons of gas?
Yeah, I don't think the connection's quite 100%.
Sweet. All right, start it up.
Try it again.
Come on, baby. All right. So, just like on Brian's car, I did something stupid. And it's my lack of knowledge with K-Series. Let's just be honest. It's all it boils down to. We did it on Brian's car.
Yeah.
I should have known, but I've only had to do it once, so it's my fault.
Well, we compared it to Brian's car.
Yes, that helped.
And now the cam and
TDC sensors are plugged in.
The correct ones.
Let me show you what we're talking about. All right. On Honda's cam sensor, TDC sensor. I had them backwards. They take the exact same connector, so it's easy to confuse them. So we got those. We cranked. It did start. We shut it right off. So now we're getting ready to show you what we did, and hopefully everything works. Yeah, that's weird. We can use the torque app, and we can see the live sensor data better than we can see it on Honda. And that, again, I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah.
You know, somebody knows this, probably laughing like, you dumbass, you have to do this and toggle that and grab this and,
so
and then
there are
do this and then do this and then it works.
and then that. And
you know, it's something along those lines. Donkey
over
punch
twice.
it. You know, it's something along those lines.
You know, give the old Chinese virus butt swab.
All right, get in there. Start it. Here we go, peoples.
But if there are any Honda experts out there,
Yes.
we would really
Greatly appreciate some help.
assistance on why this Honda.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing live sensor data.
All right.
All right,
Time to push down on the 497 pounds.
I don't know why that clutch's so heavy. It's running
Oh my God.
all Honda stuff and a twin disc.
My left leg is going to look like my right wrist.
Quit your honking, Alice, and start the car. It's running. He runs. Yeah, does it show a coolant temperature? Oh yeah, we gotta have the ECU to hook.
The Honda just doesn't do it. Wait a second, I can hook up the torque.
Can you?
Alright.
Yeah, because I don't think it likes if one's on, then the other one don't want to. So you have torque on your phone? What's the oil pressure?
68.
Volt's good and fuel's good. Okay. Yeah, good oil pressure.
Should be brand new.
All right. Look at my mess back there. Oh, we got smoke. Everything's burning off. Yeah! Overfilled it. Now when that drops, I'll start putting some more antifreeze in. Everything's starting to burn off. Oh, we got the inlet air temperature sensor. Got a cool sound to it. Get torque connected yet?
I'm tearing it right now.
Okay.
Do I have to press the little button?
Huh?
Oh, it says K-Pro, right?
No, yeah, you can do your phone into K-Pro and get that data, so just do that. But you don't have the K-Pro app on your phone. So let's just look at Honda and we'll show everybody what the gauges are doing. How about that?
Have a little button.
You're gonna unprogram it from my phone if you do that.
Nah, it's just calling for a new bearing.
What a dick.
It will remember.
Only 4 years later, car's running. I get the car back in August and now it's starting and running. Makes you wonder what them guys were doing for 3.5 years. It works. I did it. Yeah, twin discs are noisy. We did it. It works. It's running.
78 Celsius.
What is 78 degrees Celsius? Can't you switch it to Fahrenheit?
That's over 95. That's 200 degrees.
Did you hear the blow-up valve? Did I? Listen to the blow up now so you can hear it. I'm such a child. What's the temp at?
190.
Alright, it's got to hit, I think it's 195 before the thermostat opens.
By the way, you hit 5,900 RPM.
Did I really? That quick?
Yeah, that was 5,900.
5,900. Wow. So cool.
195.
Alright, we got it running. I just want to show you guys, we got a lot to do with burping the coolant and doing all the other checks for leaks and whatnot. Thanks for tuning in. We did it. First K24 Swap Fiero in the world. Hell yeah, brother.
Hey, are we gonna tease the next Fiero?
Maybe. What's the next Fiero car?
Not another K24.
Well, we've already done a K20 and a K24. What else is there?
I don't know. Try a different letter in the alphabet.
Same Honda? Same. Is it still a Honda?
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay. Would it be something like, I don't know, J something?
Maybe like, I don't know, 35 J's?
35 J's?
35 J's.
Oh, nice. You heard it here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I done banged my head 3 times on this gantry. All right, hello again from me from the future. All right, as you just saw where we're at on my 88, you really haven't missed much since that point other than where the car is located. I'm working with Eric at Huck's Racing to develop a drop-in shifter to work with the K Fiero conversion. Turns out that all his stuff is geared around K20. So I have a TSX 6-speed, so it's not gonna work for me. Something about, if you look at it, the TSX shifter cables exit the shifter just like a Fiero. Hold on, I'll grab one. All right, and now I have one. Garth picked this up for my birthday. All right, as you can see, if going that way would be the front of the car, coming towards you would be the rear of the car, the TSX shifter sits in the car just like this. Well, that's exactly how the Fiero shifter sits, with the cables coming out in the same orientation. Problem is, that's just too wide. It's just not gonna fit. This side, I could actually trim off, do a base plate mount, and I might actually be able to make this work in a Fiero. I'm gonna try that out. But I can tell you that the cables, they're just not gonna be long enough. They'd reach, you might actually be able to use this on a K20 Fiero, because the cables would probably be the right length. But to do this as it sits, you know, with the mods on this to narrow it, because the Fiero center console is actually pretty narrow, all things considered. If I had to look at these and guess, I'd say we probably need about 18 inches of cable length, which is good that I have the stock cables, because I can send this out to my guys over at California Push Pull and say I need these exact cables, exact throws, add 18 inches in the middle basically, or whatever the length might be. And then I could drive my car for the first time. Unfortunately, it's now the end of October here in West Virginia. It's already in the 30s at night, like last night. I might get another few weeks of being able to drive, so before they start salting the roads. I don't think it's gonna happen, fellas. With that said, it'll probably be after Easter of next year before the 88 can actually get street driven. We'll just have to see what it looks like out here. Maybe we'll get an Indian summer and I'll be able to drive it at some point, but it's not looking good right now. So stay tuned. We're gonna start up a whole new video on the mods that's gonna be done to the 88 to make it drivable, get the tune, first drive, yada, 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 all that. So until then, thanks for watching. Thanks for your patience. And well, I guess I could just, no, I'll tell you in the next video, all right? You probably already see it behind me anyway. All right, see you then.